Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 25 of the October daily draws. So, as we start the weekend, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Ghost Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. So, let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And we have the Chariot. And it's interesting that this should follow on from yesterday's Temperance card, because it's about Temperance was about keeping things in check, keeping things in moderation, keeping things just right, getting the right balance. And to some degree, the Chariot card is a little similar to that. It has aspects of that, because we get obviously we've got the two ghostly horses. There's not much difference between them. In other decks, you get the white and the white and the black horse, or the white and the black sphinx, or whatever. You get the duality. You get the black, the white, and you get the balance between the two, and the two pulling together in unison towards pulling towards a common goal and destination. So it's not a free for all. We don't want one of the horses going off to the side, or that horse going that way, this horse going the other way, and we're trying it and we're getting pulled off track. This is about staying on track. This is about us being in the driving seat, and it's by our will and our intention and our choices, our actions, that we steer the direction of our journey, along our life path, along the path that we've chosen, towards the goal that we aspire to. And this is how we proceed. And it's keeping things all in line. Everything, all different aspects of what we're doing is to achieve one particular focus or goal. It's all working together towards that common aim. And we don't want to have, divided focus. We don't want to have one part of ourselves pursuing one thing and another part pursuing another. We want everything coming behind this 100% towards this goal, and we choose how we get there. We make the choices. We take the decisions. We perform the actions that we need to take, and we keep things on track. And we need to be careful that we don't get sidetracked, that we don't get distracted, that we don't veer off on tangents and side routes. It's easy to do that. It's easy to get distracted by something, but if that takes us away from the main goal that we have, if it takes up time and energy that we should be spending on the main thing that we're aiming for, then we need to pull things back in line and carry on towards what we want, towards our destination, our goal, however you want to term it. So, but it's us that is in charge of the different aspects. We drive the chariot. We drive ourselves. We drive our lives. We choose how we react to the terrain. We choose how we navigate the route. We choose the route we prefer to travel on. Sometimes we do have to make a diversion, but then that's all of us makes the diversion. Everything we do is pulling everything together in that direction. And sometimes we have to veer off slightly, but that's always with the aim to joining up further down the line. If we've got to go around something, if the way forward comes across a barrier that we can't get past and we need to divert around it some way, then fine. We can adapt our route where necessary, but we choose to do that. We choose to do that, and with a sense of purpose, but not sort of like an aimless drifting, or that sense of purpose can't slip and drift into into things that really we should be concerning ourselves with. So it's keeping ourselves on track. That's the basic. What I always get is keep yourself on track, keep yourself focused and on track, and make everything go towards that sense of purpose that you have and the goal that you're aiming for, and then you will get there. But it's by your choices. It's by we choose. It's our journey, and we decide how we get there. And we, as I say, we can adapt and react along the way, but that again is our choice, and it's supposed to be a choice where everything works towards that choice. And then we can't be split in our decisions, in our thinking, because then we lose focus, we drift off into areas that are not helpful for us. But if we feel that like one of our horses, figuratively speaking, is veering off and he's not pulling in the same direction as the other one, and the way that we want to go, we just need to, by our act of will and purpose and intention, by deliberately and focused, just nudge that aspect to ourselves or our lives, whatever it is, back in line, so that everything's working towards that single purpose once again. And it's being aware of that. And sometimes we do need to adjust. Sometimes we need to keep the things on track. It's not going to be 100% all the time. We'd like everything to be moving smoothly forward without a hitch, but sometimes we do need to nudge things back in line. Life happens, and we lose track of things sometimes. And the sooner we can realize that and nudge ourselves back in line, then that is going to help us. And that's what the Chariot card is saying to us today. Okay, so let's see which Oracle card we get to go with that. The Dark Moon. In the dark of your heart lies a new breath waiting for you to release its ghost. Well, first of all, the Dark Moon. Sometimes the shadowy side of ourselves, can pull us off in different directions. We need to maintain a control of that side of us that would work against us, wouldn't serve us. That part of us that, for whatever reason, through past experiences, that's the ghosts of which we need to release. That sometimes that is the very things that will veer us off the road, that will pull us off the road. Our fears, our anxiety due to past experiences, that will pull us off that route that we're on. And we need to put that in check, release those things sometimes so that they don't do that, so that we can move forward with that common sense of purpose. That's what I would say about that. That's what I feel the cards are saying. Whatever it takes, we need to keep things on track. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 26. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.